Okay. So it is my this is my personal information. Points to ponder about the poetess, about the poem, concept of untouchability in mythical characters, in history, Bollywood movies, literary text, untouchability during menstruation period, critics review, conclusion, and work citation. About the poetess, Meena Kandasamy is a young Chennai-based poet. He wrote her first book, Touch. It was published in 2006. Her poetry has been published in various journals, including the Little magazine Kavya Bharati and Indian Origins Muse India and the Quarterly Literary Review Singapore. She is the editor of Dalit Media Network in its first year of publication from 2001 to 2002. About the poem, One Eye is a short poem highlights various atrocities committed against the Dalit woman. Here, poetess used the symbol of pot, glass, water, thirst of the person, while the teacher, the doctor, and the school and the praise indifferent to the needs of the people. The Dalit woman was torn in half. Here, Meena Kandasamy said about her poetry. My poetry is naked. My poetry is in tears. My poetry is in screams, in anger. My poetry reads in pain. My poetry smells of blood. My poetry salutes sacrifice. My poetry speaks like my people. My poetry speaks for my people. So, concept of untouchability, as VP Rathi mentioned in one article of ResearchGate, the concept of untouchability is practiced mainly against lower caste. They are worst suffer as they do not have a right to raise against the elite class. People's supremacy, they mutely accept subjugation. They do not have a voice to express. The Dalits have a very few opportunity to alter their fate because this society, which is controlled by the elite class, closes options like education, awareness, and equal rights to elevate their position. Untouchability in mythical characters. I have taken two characters, Karna and Eklavya. As the Karna is known as a Sutputra, he is not able to get education from the Parshuram because the Parshuram has give the education to the son of Kshatriya, and Eklavya is the son of Nishad. Uh, in the case of the education of Eklavya, the Dronacharya is not give the education to Eklavya because he is belongs to he belongs to lower class. Untouchability in history. Ambedkar led a movement against untouchability in 1927. He criticized Hindu religious texts for their propagation of untouchability. Untouchability in Bollywood movies. In the movie Lagan, there is a character of Kachra who is not giving a permission to play in the team because of he is belongs to lower class, and that's why the villagers are against him. But the protagonist Amir Khan is uh, not not believe in caste, but he is believe in talent of the character of Kachra. This is with reference of Srijivan Anand. He wrote about untouchability. Idea of untouchability in literary text. There is many literary texts, but I have taken Kashiram Kotwal in the literary reference because the Kashiram Kotwal is Kannauj Brahmin, and he is migrated to Pune, and that's why the Pune's Brahmin are reject him and insulted him because of his lower caste identity. This is observed by Dr. Krishna Patel, ma'am, who is pursuing PhD from Veer Narmad University, Surat. Untouchability during menstruation period, as Sunila Garg and Tanu Anand wrote in the article of Library of Medicine that during time of menstruation, the girls and women are called as they were untouchable. This is not true, as the writer argued. Many girls and women are subject to restriction in their daily lives. simply because of menstruating. Not entering the puja room, not and entering in puja room is the major restriction among the urban girls, whereas not entering the kitchen is the main restriction among the rural girls during the menstruation. Max Weber, Critics Corner, Max Weber review on the theory of untouchability. In one of study, Weber argues that the poor oppressed Indians readily accept their lot because by so doing they know that their condition will be improved in the next life. They are believing in the karma and dharma siddhant. Weber also claimed that perfectly interlies Brahminical concept of sansar, karma, and dharma, so they do not reverse against their state. Conclusion: to sum up the idea of untouchability, it can be said that it is widely spread in all over world. In all type of aspect, can be seen as a big issue. Rather, either it's political, historical, mythical. All over the issue of untouchability is observed. Here is my work citations. Thank you.
Nirva, my question is, what difference do you find in the character of poem Dhanam and the character you mentioned in the movie Lagan?
The character of the poem, the girl, woman, is not permitted to take water from the wells of public where the elite class were present, where the elite class were there. And in the Lagan movie, there is also elite class, but they were not ready to accept the identity of character Kachra because of their lower class.
Nirva, according to you, what is your point of view? One eye.
uh, the system which we want to you have to follow,
There
and
is also one character, Shabri, who is belong to lower class, and that's why Lakshman felt untouchability, but Lord Rama is not. Here I take the reference, but it was
just type your question, we are waiting, let the time be wasted. Yeah, okay, now it is there. Now you ask.
Uh, according to you, what is your point of view about one eye?
yes. My point of view is uh, we are below. We are believing in the caste system and class system as in typical Kailasam plays also there the class versus caste, the conflict between class and caste. But if we are not believing in this, then it's better.